Hello girls and guys, welcome back to the channel. We've got a BMW X3 on the ramp for a wheel bearing, yay. Now this one does indeed, as always, sounds like a cement mixer. Not very nice to hear, so it is time to replace. Now, this one is a lot easier than most because it is a bolted wheel bearing, which is instantly a win in my eyes because I hate having to use the press. Now again, fairly simple. Undo said grub screw, undo that, I think it's a 17mm Schmallen key, or Allen key. Drop the caliper off, support the caliper, and then I think the T50's on the back of the hub. But we will get there. So let's start with remove caliper, remove grub screw, remove disc, and actually get to said wheel bearing. And this is the wheel bearing of choice. Obviously, I do have a little thing for the Schaeffler products, never have any issues with them, and they are always on point. Now, what do we... we'll see what's in the box. This is why you pay the extra. So it comes with all the bolts. It also comes with a new hub nut and a new spring. But this is the big old chunky wheel bearing. Weird because look at the size of that thing. It's huge. What's weird is you'd expect it to be tapered, or threaded on the inside, or tapered, sorry, for the drive shaft, but it's not. So my instant concern is, what do you have to do? I'm going to start with removing that bolt there, just to see what's going on. Oh, this is nice. So, because I've not done one of these before, it is silky and smooth all the way through, which is brilliant, which means I don't need to worry too much. So now that big Allen key is out of the way, let's get on with everything else. This is a happy day. What's not happy is the state of that grub screw. That doesn't look like it's going to come out nicely. And it looks like someone's really hit it to undo it. Let's tackle that, because that looks like it might be the worst thing. Okay, so it was 40/60s, and I just gave it a little tap of a hammer, and that one's out. We've cleaned it up with our wheel, put some anti-seize compound in there, and we're nearly ready to fit the new one. Okay, so in the refitting process, I put 2 in lightly, and then so I could line up the other 2. Don't forget, you need Loctite. The bolts don't have Loctite on them. Just a little dribble of Loctite on all 4 helps it stay exactly where it should. So 2 are up tight, and then do the other 2, and then we're going to torque them up. Okay, that's all in and torqued up. We're just going to mark the bolts. And yeah, time to refit disc and caliper. Right, before I forget, I'll just update you the torque setting. So the 4 bolts that go at the back, the T60s, they are 80 Newton meters. And then you've got to do 90 degrees on it, which is awkward, but doable. And then the center bolt, the big chunky in the middle, is 210 Newton meters, and then another 90. I'm not gonna lie, that is actually a struggle. I'm up to 210, I've got to do the 90, and I'm just gonna put a mark and a mark and get myself round. I don't know why it needs to be that much, but anything like the Audi hubs, they have to go up to a certain type. So there's the new torque settings on that. So 80 and 90, 80 Newton meters, 90 degrees, 210, 90 degrees. Mint. Time to put my back out. Okay, we are back on the ground. The car has been, well, we torqued the wheel up, the locking nut should be back in the car, but I'll double check. So now we're going to get it on road test and make sure the droning noise has gone away. There's the locking nut. Right, back to where that went. Now, one important thing, because we've had the brake caliper off, and yes, I am still wearing shorts, pump the brakes, make sure you've got a brake pedal, because you do not want to remodel your workshop or office. Now, time to start it up. So, because we've moved it around, so I'm going to roll it forward a little bit, just make sure everything's there. We did engage the hub to the drive shaft. Brilliant. Brakes work. Right, let's go road test. Okay, been a nice little road test. All is well and good. So this one is done.